The world seems to think that Fall Guys is dead, but I am the kind of person to think that quite the opposite, actually. I played Fall Guys in Season 1 and got about 12 hours on the game in about a week or two, which is actually pretty good for a game that is so repetitive. I recently came back to play each individual season, and some seasons were very hard to play, as players weren't even around. But Season 6 of Fall Guys is quite different. And I'm happy to announce, Fall Guys is back. A lot of people may say that Fall Guys is just too repetitive to keep coming back each individual season. With games such as Fortnite, PUBG, and games that go through a season development, can often add new and different things in each game. But Fall Guys can very barely do that. They can add new stages each season and new character customizations. That's probably not enough to keep most people going. But the thing I love about Fall Guys is it's easy to adapt to someone that hasn't got an amazing computer. Now, there's some things that I'd talk like that. The reason I say that is actually because the very first computer I loaded it up was trash. It's worth about $150 to $200, and it was just an old desktop. I've upgraded 3 times, and I kind of downscaled a little bit with my most recent computer, and it still runs on that computer, which makes me pretty happy. For the game to be able to be coming out on Switch and soon to be Xbox One, I think that's actually quite a big statement to what the developers at Mediatonic can actually do. So that's another reason that I can keep coming back for more. Another reason that I keep coming back to Fall Guys is actually just the ability of a game that kind of just gets you into gaming. In Season 1, I was watching a lot of... just before Fall Guys came out, if I'm being honest, I was watching a lot of Zach Scott games, and he started live streaming Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I really wanted to get back into gaming again, because Minecraft was the original game, and it did. It got me into it once again. I went back to playing games, and it made me really, really happy that this was all able to just come out and work really, really well. So that's another reason why I actually really like Fall Guys. The other one is the ability to actually customize characters to the point that it just gets you laughing and falling off the actual couch. It's just so good. I just keep coming back. I tell my friends to keep buying the game. A lot of time they don't, but if you can convince them, well done. You have a pretty good play experience. Okay, it is that time of the video, and you'll get used to this pretty quickly to actually see my beautiful face. So, this YouTube channel is a brand new YouTube channel called The Ollie's Weekly Roundup. The videos will have a weekly roundup every month, which it should be a monthly roundup, but it's a weekly roundup because it rhymes. Every month, in theory, a new weekly roundup video would actually come out, which would be explaining what's happened throughout the gaming month, what's the biggest news we've heard, and this could be recorded with friends or recorded by myself. Basically, there'll be gaming reviews, technology reviews, and much more. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe and like this video, and even hit that little dongly thing, you know, just so hit the bell, hit that bell to make sure you don't miss out on when I do any reviews. Boxing Day is coming up just after Christmas, like it's not tomorrow but the next day. So we're going to try and find some good tech for that to actually review on this channel. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump back in the video. When I recorded my gameplay for this video, I was actually playing with my friend Jude, and he said to me like a couple of weeks ago, I'm interested in Fall Guys, but then went off and purchased another game on Steam, but then decided he actually didn't like that and got Fall Guys. And I think most of the time I see him online now he is playing Fall Guys, and I think that's actually a really big statement to the gaming community. There is a lot of variety within the games and the levels that you actually play inside the game, but I still feel like I understand why a lot of people actually would not come back for this, because it is very similar each time. But the same thing goes for Fortnite, and supposedly PUBG too. Games are just so repetitive, and those games don't seem to do well. But when Fall Guys is coming back, this actually makes me really excited to see what the game has got in the future. But okay, hold up. This is actually just kind of getting funny now. You may be asking... Okay, hold up. You may be a person that is genuinely never played a video game before, but you've just bought a brand new gaming computer and trying to find some brand new games for you to try out. Why am I looking at this video? And why am I actually watching a 13-year-old talk about video games? It's because I love them, and it's trying to explain exactly what Fall Guys is about. Fall Guys is basically a battle royale, but it's disguised. It's a very disguised battle royale. You basically play as a jelly bean, and you have to get over certain obstacles to be able to win the game. It can be quite repetitive, but there's a big enough variety within the levels that they bring out each season. Season 6 has been probably one of my favourite seasons of the whole game. It's the original, and then it goes to Season 6, because it's the two most seasons that I've actually been able to load into a game, which is pretty exciting. Why should you play Fall Guys? Fall Guys is actually a really, really, really good quality game. It has a big variety on whatever computer you actually got to be able to run the game. And even if you're a console player, this actually is going to come to you very shortly, Xbox One and Switch. Pretty exciting, I think, for a game of this to actually continue to be coming out on platforms, even the game was dead. So, without further ado, let's close this with a bang and, give my full rating on the actual game. Okay, so my full rating on Fall Guys is, out of 10, I'm going to give it a solid 6.5. This is one of the games that actually gets me back into gaming, and I have 600 and something games currently, so I have a big variety of games to actually play, and this is a good one. The amount of variety that they've actually brought to the level design is pretty interesting to me, how they've actually kept it going each season. It does actually keep me intrigued, and I'm okay with doing the same thing each day, every single day. If you're not like me, that is okay. This game may not be for you, but in my opinion, it's a solid 6.5. So thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to the... Yeah, go ahead and do that, and we'll see everyone next time. Goodbye.